And then we can carry on with the lesson. Moving on, this is question 7 here. And question 7 reads as follows. Equilibrium price is the price at which quantity supplied is equal to quantity demanded. In other words, at the equilibrium price, the market has the same number of items that it is willing to sell with the number of items that people are willing to buy. So I'm going to draw a graph that I'm sure everybody has seen before. Okay, we're going to try those lines again. It's tough to look at. There we go, home run. So kind of the standard economics graph is we've got quantity on the x-axis and price on the y-axis. And we're going to graph our supply, which slopes upwards, and our demand, which slopes downwards. And the point at which they cross is what we're going to call our equilibrium price. We would graph or draw, the corresponding point on the x-axis, denote it Q star. And similarly for the y-axis, we would call this P star. So the equilibrium price can change when there are changes to either the supply or the demand. So say our supply curve were to shift out, call that S prime, were to shift out, we would have a new equilibrium price denoted by where the new supply meets demand. Call that Q prime and P prime. So as we can see, if the supply were to increase for whatever reason, then the result would be an increase in the quantity demanded, quantity available, and a decrease in the price it costs. Similarly, if I erase that real quick, if demand were to change, we'll say that if demand for a good were to increase, we'll call that D prime. We would see that as a result. And sorry, I should probably say that like if demand were to increase holding supply constant, or supply were to increase holding demand constant, this is with the change of one good. We can see that an increase in the demand, shifting the demand curve to the right, would also increase the quantity, as it did when the supply curve moved to the right, but it would increase the price instead of decreasing it, like what happened with our supply change. Of course, both can also shift at the same time. Oh, no, please stay there. This is actually a good point and was on a couple of my undergrad exams, I think. If demand has increased and supply also is increased, they might ask what is the effect on the price? And the answer is going to be that it's ambiguous, because if the supply increases by less than the demand increased, then we might end up at this point here. It's going to get messy, by the way. End up at that point there, where the price is going to increase compared to the original value, or say the supply increases by a lot, we might see that the price is actually going to be lower than the original value was. So when both the supply and the demand increase, the effect can either be that the price rises, the price stays the same, or the price falls. However, the effect will always be on quantity, that quantity increases. Oh, and they've already drawn this for us. See the sample graph, line D represents the demand curve and line S represents the supply curve. The equilibrium price is where the supply curve and demand curve intersect. Point A there. Point A, where they intersect, tells us that the price is $6, the quantity supplied is 60, and the quantity demanded is 60 as well. Therefore, $6 is the equilibrium price. Say, excellent write-up. The graph is a nice touch. Keep up the good work. I don't think I have anything else to add, so we can move forward to question 8 here.